Ladies and gentlemen, Kuzangpo, and welcome to the second half of the showdown between Thimphu City and Drukpa FC, where Thimphu leads right now 1 goal up against Drukpa's 0. 3 substitutions made for Drukpa FC, who have brought in Kinchin Topge, Beloved Nyakam, number 13 Sangirechin, and number 88 Rehan Raji Palatu Mittal. Hopefully those 3 names will prove to be pivotal in helping out with the offensive workload of Drukpa FC, of which right now has been simply nil, except for that one ambitious header coming in from Philip Eugene. It was Fahad Timuri who set it up, so that may be the avenue they are looking to operate through. Again, the same wavelength hopefully comes back alive again, as right now we have Chieno and Joe down out of frame. Sadiq Suli sent down, double team from Minchin and Woo Kyung Yun. But may not be a chance they want to give away that often, as right now Thimphu City are simply being surgical. Of course not efficient, a lot of chances they created but only got 1 on the board. But again, that volume eventually will pay off dividends quite soon, as a head up misses Sadiq Suli. Well, thought it was Bella who had last contact, but seems like it will be a goal kick for Sachin Jha. Slightly late. Kinzatashi can't get out with the escape. Woo Kyung Hyun back to Bella. Kinch has Fahad Timuri up in front of the line. Jimmy making that run up front. Fahad tries to keep it away from Jonathan, but that challenge just a bit too rough coming in from Fahad Timuri. Again, last match Jonathan was the recipient of the red card versus Drukpa. Hopefully he is able to keep his calm today. So far only 1 yellow card, which has come the way of Sadiq Suli up front. Jignam to play it up front. Sadiq Suli again entangled against Min Shin. A lot of difference when it comes to frame. Min Shin obviously the sturdier one, but Sadiq Suli's lankiness really helping him out keep possession alive. Jimmy Tenzin floats one in all the way up. Oh, to Philip Eugene, and Drukpa still no success penetrating past that amazing back line of Thimphu City. Early on, their biggest success came in off of the flanks from Fahad Timuri, who gave a delivery in towards Philip Eugene. But right now, Fahad, who started over on the left wing, shifted over to the right where he had the most success, has now moved on centrally to get a bit more help in possession in midfield for Drukpa FC. Will it be the right answer? Remains to be answered. But right now, Drukpa are doing well holding on to possession, but Thimphu City no advantage down on the flanks. Kinzatashi up front. Got tangled up. Kushan Ganejanov trying to play it around Chong Lee, but they do get the escape. And now Drukpa with the ball up front. There's pass Lejanov and towards Tsering Tendo. Again, Unfortunate touch takes it way too far up front. And now over on the flanks, towards setting, looking for that one-on-one versus Jimmy. Has the advantage, Jimmy down on the ground, cross comes in finally, maybe a setup. Left foot opens up right for Kinzang, but does not take the shot. Dribbling around inside the opposition box, and now Horgan with the final header cleared off by Min Shin. Lacking the drive to get that finish off, Thimphu City will not even get a shot off. John played over to the flank. Kushan Ganejanov up front. Sadiq Suli their target, but Bella able to clean it up. Does get it towards Fahad Timuri, even though they cannot keep it down to the ground for themselves. Jimmy. Again, sheer amazement coming in from the number 10 for Drukpa. Centre back, wing back, midfield. He can do it all. And although a harsh challenge came in on Jignam, Drukpa does offer their possession up, but again, just look at that, Jimmy. And Philip Eugene, not quite the malicious intent, but did have his entire weight on the number 11 for Thimphu City, Jignam. Jignam still down again. Have to respect the sportsmanship coming from Drukpa. No foul on that challenge against Jignam, but did at least give possession away to make sure Jignam was okay before they proceeded. And with that, Drukpa back in possession. Chong Lee back over to Bella. Minshin. Bella played long this time. His long pass almost found accuracy down on the flanks. Rehan Rajiv, typically their starting wing back, signed in alongside Fahad Timuri, made their debut in fact, 77 and 88 in their match versus RTC up at the RTC artificial turf, but since then has been an option off of the bench, while Fahad has been a frequent name in the starting 11. There was a 2-game stretch recently where Rehan Rajiv was called on to the starting 11, but came in off the bench today as Tsering took a bit of risk, taking his sweet time, but again look at the sweet touch up front from Sadiq Suli. Fahad Timuri, just unfortunate, had that shot taken away before it could ever mature, and it will go right back out to Tsering without much hustle. Stolen away. Kincho did get his first touches of the game, but Sadiq Suli down possession the other way for Thimphu City. Kinza shields it away brilliantly from the incoming Nyakam. Jonathan. Chieno into Kinza. Almost felt like it was Barker Rome down on the ground with the shoulder that came in against Drukpa. But rest assured, Uzbeki is still on the bench. Fahad Timuri, left foot keeps it towards. Well, Kinchutobge now, left foot comes in as a cross. Kushan Ganejanov able to hit it off, and now Kinzatashi for the calm clearance, but missed the landing, missed the touch. Drukpa blessed with possession. That challenge reckless from Sherup. Again, a closer look. Just blows his way through the first. And right in front of the referee, so an easy call there, as Drukpa will earn themselves a fortune in the moment of possession. Fahad Timuri and Kencho to set it up. They do have capable targets. Minshin joining the fray, Bella as well, Jimmy and Philip Eugene, an intimidating lineup. None of them shorter than 180 centimeters. Awkward clearance there from Sering Dendu, but does get the job done. A legend off. Header is it. Passed away. Chong Lee looking to keep it alive. Still inside the box. Min Shin. Clear off again in a quick succession of touches. Makes it way towards So again, who cannot find Tawa. On the other end, intercepted away by Chong Lee. And now Drukpa turns it over again. Hasty possessions from both ends. And at the end of it all, Thimphu City will be blessed with an amazing possession. It is an amazing chance, but can they find success on top to cap it off? Fahad Timuri single-handedly trying up front to get themselves back up in this game, but right now without success, it is still desperate struggles, clawing at straws. Down on the sidelines, they do get a brilliant cross in. Philip Eugene does have the aerial ability, but too far back out. It will go out for Thimphu City. Woo Kyung-hyun signaling for his team to put a bit of pressure up. Dawat Sering responsible for the outlet and the escape. It is stolen away inside the box. It is Nyakam. Fahad! Amazing positioning from 77. Told you to keep your eyes on the man, and he does it again. Kincho's shot, as rushed as it was, created just enough havoc inside that box for Fahad to find a way in and through. And with that, the game has been brought level, 1 each. "57 minutes in, and look at that response. Chieno did well blocking it off, but Kushan Siringtendrup there from City, but it was Fahad Timuri from Drukpa who came out on top. Thimphu City, so many chances thrown away, and with that their lead has vanished in an instant. Drukpa looked very, very unlikely in the first half to come up with an answer, but the chaos where they thrived is exactly what got them their goal back. Level at the hour mark could be anybody's game to take. A win here will be crucial. Again, a quick context before diving into the game. Drukpa right now sit at 6th in the table. The chance to climb up 3 points alongside Thimphu FC, their rivals. 19 points in 4th place. for Thimphu City. It will be their challenge to go band for band with Paro FC to hold them down. Right now 7 points separate second place Thimphu City from first place Paro. 3 points here would bring them down to 4, and a bit more reliance on the mistake from Paro would give them much more hope heading into the last match of the season, which is Thimphu City versus Paro FC. But if they fall short today, right after that draw versus Tirang, it could be a gruesome tale going forward, as Paro may enjoy a victory, celebrating the championship before it even ends. What? A strike again! No chance for Thimphu and Drukpa have turned the table around in an instant. Fahad strikes again! 3 minutes after his first goal of the game, he has found our second, and what an amazing one it was! Lights out from range, just look at that striker again! Did not have his body fully turned around, just sensed the opening pass, hitting Dendrup, let it fly! What an effort from the man. 77 with a double gets Drukpa the lead in the second half. An exciting turnaround as Thimphu City now on the back foot, may not want to play around too much, did get a lot of chances, threw them all the way except for that one that came in from Jonathan. And now Drukpa looking hot, getting a heat check up. They do get a cross up front. Flag stays down on Kencho Topke, who is looking to make a play past Lejanov. With that, Fahad is down. Doesn't really seem like it is something major, but again, the Indian, just amazing. Again, that is exactly what I was talking about when I said the new rule with regards to the regional players have simply made things a bit more spicy. Amazing signings. And Fahad has come alive especially, and now 2 substitutions for Thimphu City. Jitsin and Bakarom coming in for Kushan Ganejanov and Karma Sherup Tsering. Jimmy clears it away, but just barely. Chance on the other end, but Thimphu City getting a bit too reckless, rushed it. Sachin Jha, 64 minutes in. We've already seen a quick turnaround here in this match. Again, right now, the quickest hat-trick here in this season is a record for Bakarom, number 9, who's joined in for Thimphu City down on the flank. 14 minutes all it took versus Ugen Academy, I believe. Yep, Ugen Academy, where he had his hat-trick 14 minutes in. And right now Thimphu clean ball in, but it is cleared off by Min Shin. Got that trajectory, read like a book. Denied that contact with Sadiq Suli from ever happening. But again, right now the record for the fastest hat-trick, 14 minutes. Still inside the 10 minutes of seeing the first goal from Fahad Timouri. So that is still a record we are chasing. Again, to those of you unaware, the record before that was Karmajam Sutashi over from Drukpa FC, who had that first record open up 3 goals second half for Drukpa in an amazing victory. But since then hasn't really seen much action. But right now Drukpa may want to focus a bit more on defense. Chaos gets that ball past everybody else. And now Tawa whips it in. Header from Min Shin comes in clutch. Jonathan out towards Bakaro. They will get to try again, but now Jimmy with a clean pass out keeps it way too short, and Tawa gets it off of a touch from Chieno into a Legion off inside, gets it towards Jonathan, left foot over the crossbar and out. Close string of calls coming in from Thimphu City, who want revenge, want their lead back, but right now that is a far-fetched dream. Still inside, Philip Eugene able to keep it towards Kenchatop Gate, who sends it first time, but ends up over hitting it without a care in the world. Jimmy, clean tackle, delayed that possession just long enough. Tawa has possession inside, that feint gets Chongli away from the mark, and now Jonathan involving Bakarom over on the other end. Right foot comes in, driven and sent off by Rehan Rachif. Rehan Rachif, solid impact coming off of the bench for the game today. Drukpa may not want to imagine what would have happened if that pass went through, but right now they have a solid task up in front. Jonathan, chaotic right hand side, a Legion off, able to hit it clear, but right now man down for Drukpa FC. Philip Eugene, the second time he's been impacted on the right side of his head. Earlier it was much more frontal towards his eye socket. Right now seems like it is a bit off to the side. Again on screen right now. The Indian talent Fahad Timouri. Two already on the board for Fahad Timuri, 2 for Drukpa. Thimphu City so close to finding their response, but has seen none yet. Touch keeps it away. And now Jitin. Look at that, hard to beat that man while he has that ball on a literal string. Amazing explosiveness with those dribbles coming in from the number 7. Always an entertaining stretch to watch him play. But right now, Thimphu City have Organ at the helm. Past Bella. Had a goal from the defender. And that is enough to deter the City captain from making a play past Sachin Jha. Kincho right inside the box, a legend of taking on that assignment. Cross comes in towards Fahad Timuri. Just keeps it away from himself. But Thimphu City the chance to respond back in kind. Organ tried to thread it through towards Sadiq Suli, did not find success, and now they will try again. Jitin in midfield looking to play it past Jimmy, but again so many interceptions coming in from the number 10 for Drukpa. But that will not matter as possession is for Thimphu City in midfield. Tower sitting. Jonathan! Did not take long at all. Thimphu City has brought this match level again. To add to the scoreline, 70 minutes in. 10 minutes it took for Thimphu City to find a response in. A brace both sides. Jonathan with his second will deny the 2 from Fahad Timuri, and back to square one we go. Just amazing from Tawat sitting. Got it past Jimmy, got it past Chong Lee, and Jonathan, who has been the man to do it all today, does it again. A complete turnaround from the first half where it was Drukpa completely on the back foot. But right now those 2 goals seem like it has rubbed off on Thimphu City. Finally a bit more efficiency coming in for Thimphu City, who had so many chances early on. But right now with this match heated up, both teams going for momentum checks. Good go anyways. Sangirinchin did a bit too much, and now Jingnam Seltop to play it up front towards Sadiq Suli. 14 versus 4. A matchup we have been living for the entirety of this game. Tangled up again, but the Korean at fault this time will give a chance over to Thimphu City on the other end. A couple of unnecessary words coming in from Min Shin. Referee Choki wanting a couple of words over with the Korean. But does let him off with a warning. And with that, Jonathan the chance to complement his 2 goals with an assist. His deliveries have been impeccable today. Woo Kyung Yun messing with Jonathan a little bit. Chance again. A lot of targets. Barchrome, despite lacking in stature, could go for it with his physical advantage, with his strength. But Sadiq Suli and Chien are possibly the targets today. Philip Eugene and Minchin Bella do have a lot of pressure mounted on their shoulders right now. Who will come out on top? Jonathan has the whistle. It is straight. Cleared out by Chong Lee. Otto Star, who is unable to keep it towards himself. Throw in for Thimphu City, who will now have to face a bolstered backline from Drukpa. Jonathan. Is a decent ball up front towards Sadiq Suli, but now he is trapped down on the corner flag. Forced one in towards Jonathan, or maybe even Bakrom, but Organ able to retrieve it. Bella. Accurate long ball up towards Kencho, unable to keep it towards Fahad. It is a clean outlet from a legend of Kenza. Tried to switch it over. Jimmy may have made a mistake, but again, as has been the case for this match, is able to redeem himself. Quick feet coming in from Jitsin. Hard to beat him in those sorts of situations. Masterful dribbling from Jitsin. Gets it towards Tawa. Left foot. Cleared over by Bella. A chance again on the other end, but Bakrom will let it roll. Had Sadiq Suli right inside at the end of a clean ball in from Tawa. Bella working very, very hard to send that ball away. But getting right back up. Pressure still on against Drukpa. Enjoyed a clean stretch of possessions up front, but right now has been a while since Drukpa has been on the offensive. Possible mistake. Rehan Rajiv able to clear it off again, but it is kept by Thimphu. Not for long. Right inside. Organ may get a chance. It is Jonathan. Tried to spin it away, but too many bodies coming in against Thimphu and their motion up front. And out of that chaos, Drukpa finally get a bit of a breathing room. Tawa. Get it towards Organ, who will keep it up in the air. Bella, two shot. Jignam Seltop has help coming in from Tawa. Jignam and Tawa. Philip Eugene and Jimmy Tenzin taking the mark, but left foot opens up for Tawa, who floats it all the way around. Header from Bakrom. Jonathan unable to put a bit of force and power behind that header. Set it up in the air instead, and Sachin Jha with an easy save. Fahad with a chance on the other end. But Drukpa momentum long since evading their efforts. Now find it really difficult, but flag up. It will be Drukpa's ball to take. Also, in the meanwhile, Drukpa FC making a sub. 28. Karma Tashi coming in for Jimmy Tenzin. Again, before Bakrom, this man was the guy to set the record for the fastest hat-trick. Last game, their first matchup versus Thimphu City, was one of the recipients of the 6 yellow cards in that match. Bakrom plays it in. Jonathan has Sadiq Suli down on the flanks. Gets a clean pass over. Tawa on the other end if they want to play a long ball out. Cross comes in from Bakrom. Tawa does well keeping it under control. Right foot is a feint. Right foot still. Close score, but shot never came from Thimphu City. Sachin under a lot of stress, but again will be ever so grateful that none of those feints ever connected, and with the challenge connecting late, it will be a yellow card over. Right behind the halfway line, it is Bella looking to play it long for Drukpa. Bella putting a bit of flair on that ball that held back way too much for Philip Eugene to find any sort of advantage, and now Rehal Rajiv played towards Philip Eugene. No advantage down the flanks. Thimphu City able to take it clean, and now Jitsin a bit late with that outlet. It was an easy read coming in, but Thimphu do manage to salvage the situation somehow. Bakrom now over on the left has Tawa driving straight in. Sadiq Suli may want to come a bit central inside the box. Left foot cuts back in for no help. Jonathan too deep, Tawa too far behind. That pass straight in the middle of those two goes over for an advantage for Drukpa, which they cannot hold on to. Sadiq Suli. Jonathan over to Tawa. But aware that he was offside, let it roll for a bit of hope for Sadiq Suli, who is unable to get to that ball in time. But again, too far forward for any realistic hope for the forward. But again, every close-up just reinforces what people have been saying. He really does look like Dembele. Just something off topic, but can't help but mention it when you look at his face. Chieno, a bit rough with that header against Kencho. Drukpa, straight past Bella out of the stadium and back towards Sering Dendrup. So far, 81 minutes on the clock. 2 goals from Fahad Timuri, 2 goals from Jonathan Zorella. As Tawa, strong enough to keep playing. Bakrom, able to take it over down to the line, keeps it barely. Well, flag was up. It will be Sachin Jha's possession. Less than 10 minutes remain, but again, it has been like time has passed by in a blur. Given the sheer excitement here in this match, we do have a solid turnaround, a solid turnout here at Chang Limitang as well. So far, they have been rewarded with a treat from the two teams, but again, a draw is the result that will help neither. A win will be what both teams will be hunting for. Jitin gets a fortunate deflection for a continued throw-in from Organ. Sadiq Suli using his pace down on the line, but cleared it off proper. Organ. Throw in, play strong into the box. Minchin may want to clear it off as quick as he can, able to do so, but now Chieno into with the ball. Play it over to Organ. Looking for a cross in, can't get it over Bella. Bakrom quick to his feet, finds advantage, pokes it towards Jonathan. Man down, but play will continue on, and Sachin able to recover. Clean challenge, says the referee. But possession stolen away immediately. Jitsin strong enough to shield that ball away. Nimble enough as well to keep it towards Dawa. Jitsin right inside for a lot of space for Kinza. Wide out. And Drukpa's ball it will be. Plenty of power, but Drukpa not quite sure if there was any major contact against Philippe Eugene, but is able to sell that goal enough. Possession for Drukpa in the last 5 minutes of the game, and they will continue on. Buying just a bit more time. Bella back over to the flank. Rehal Rajiv. Organ closing in, but the cross goes in nonetheless. Dangerous ball had to from Drukpa, making it look very, very dangerous, but it was a red shirt that set it out. Last 5 minutes of the game. Whose side will victory smile upon? Jitsin over to Kinza Tashi. Had the chance to make it 3, but Kinza just had to send it out. Couldn't quite keep his emotions under control, and that ended up sending it out quite wildly, in fact. And now Dawa, really instrumental to Thimphu City's build-up today. Sends it towards Backroom on the left, one-on-one versus Woo Gyong Yun. But smashed away by Kencho, appealing for a last touch from Backroom, but it will be Thimphu City's possession. Chance for Thimphu City to make it 3 and possibly get the win. Can Drukpa defend well enough? There's the corner, whipped in, sent out by Drukpa, rushing to recover possession and a bit more hope. They do play it up, but it is too far out from Kencho. Couldn't keep it towards Vahad. Couldn't keep himself disciplined on that outlet. It will be Thimphu City with one more lethal possession. Tawa, really amazing what he's done today. Can he continue on doing it again? So many chances he's been creating down on the flank. Is able to get around Sange. Left foot. Off the crossbar and out. Ever so close to a third from Jonathan. But just came short. Again, look at that creation from Tawa. Just fantastic. Not quite sure if it was intentional again, but possibly had the read that Bella was not going to commit to the challenge up in the air and would instead go towards the goal to block off shots. Ended up working perfect for a lot of space for Jonathan, who only had to deal with Rehal Rajiv right behind. But the last 2 minutes of the game, Thimphu City sent down. It will be possession going the way for the citizens. Drukpa on defense. For Drukpa FC, who are far and out of contention for first place. A draw will be a result good enough to at least keep them away from relegation zone and still stay in the top flight of the table. But for Thimphu, who are looking to contest for first place against Paro, a victory will be the minimum standard they are to expect from this match. As Chitin does not rush, makes the clean outlet towards Tawa. Can he find success again? Left foot! Does come in, but a missed header again from Jonathan. Back-to-back headers set up accurately again. Look at the pinpoint read from Tawa. Just past Minshin. Bakrom was up in the air. But now Drukpa has a man down, trying to buy a bit more time. They are doing their best to shave off any possible possessions from Thimphu City, as we are only seconds away from additional time. Stretcher has been carried in. Referee Choki having none of the delaying tactics from Drukpa. 5 more minutes of additional time, but again, if Drukpa continue on, buying a bit more time, shaving a bit more time off of the clock, does feel like we will get a bit of mercy from the referee. But Drukpa right now preparing to shave off a couple more seconds with one more substitution. City right now 7 points away from Paro. They have the chance to make it a 4-point deficit. But that will have to bank on a lot of luck, as we have a yellow card towards Sachin Jha. Drukpa in possession, get a ball clean up, run towards Philippe Eugene. And with that, Fahad Silmuri, the lone trailblazer for Drukpa, is being subbed. Out for Devo Atokpam. All the way back towards Sering Tendrup, took a bit of risk with that. But now they do get that ball up front to Sadiq Suli, who is able to take it away from Chong Lee. And now a Lijonov in their offensive efforts, played back towards Tawa. He has been magical for the entirety of the game. Can he continue to do so this time? Trying his luck centrally. Makes a mistake, but it is stolen off by Jitsin for a clean recovery. Tawa will get to try again. Thimphu City will not be able to create a chance of that possession, and Drukpa will get ball back. Chieno's head up, able to find Jonathan. Had 2 amazing chances with those headers to give Thimphu City the lead. Again, Tawa, just amazing those passes, hard to miss, but did his level best. Thimphu City, can they get one more chance, or will Drukpa hold on to this draw until the very end? Organ in towards Sadiq Suli. Situation feels dangerous. Sadiq Suli winding up that left foot, feints it in instead, and now Drukpa has a man down, but it is their possession, may want to get right back up. Minshin, and now Drukpa. Chance down on the flanks, flag is up. Jonathan, still Jonathan. Off with that pass, a lot of angles he could have chosen. Chose the most difficult one, and it will go right back out to Sachin Jha. Sadiq Suli gets a clean pass up to Jitsin. Can they make something out of it? Back to Jitsin. Jonathan over down the flank. Sadiq Suli right inside. Took that touch away from his body. And Drukpa able to clear it off just in time. 30 seconds remain. Maybe the last possession of the game for Thimphu City. Picked up by Sachin Jha, and now Thimphu City should have their hopes properly dealt with. Drukpa confident they can end this match with a draw. No longer any time to work with. Throw in for Thimphu City. And with that, the whistle to signal the end of the match has been blown by the referee. 2-2 the scoreline today. An amazing effort put up by both teams, especially Drukpa FC, who just came alive through Fahad Timuri. 2 goals to his name, Jonathan 2 goals to his name again, but then even more amazing has been Dawa. But unfortunate, Thimphu City couldn't get the win. Same for Drukpa, but a draw ain't the worst result for Drukpa FC. Thimphu City on the other end, one more setback in their path this season to challenge Paro FC. All they can do now is hope that Paro faces a bit of a fumble in their campaign as well. But 2 amazing efforts. I'm not quite sure who the man of the match will be between Jonathan Dawa and Fahad Timuri. But just an amazing explosion in the second half. So many chances Thimphu City missed. A lot of regret will be hanging heavy in the air for the citizens. But with that, ranks remain unchanged. Drukpa still at 6th, Thimphu City still at 2nd. And until the next one, this was your commentator, Ugintesh Toji. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your love and support. See you guys when we're back in action for the Tinsun game. Until then, peace out.